Prepare for Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.1 live. We are expecting this patch to go live today or tomorrow. I'm going to talk about a few things, a couple of features being pushed back, the potential for things like the Idris to be sold in in-game shops in the patch, some best practices to prepare you for that new live build. We had a video on the Apollo, and I want to talk about that. It's some pretty good shots of the Apollo there as well. Also, we had the Hurston Dynamics Race for Stanton stuff being talked about, and actually what that means in-game, because there are tangible changes in-game for the future of Star Citizen, and actually, assumedly, the October patch for the game, because they reference Alpha 4.3.2. So yeah, let's talk about Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.1, the release candidate 2, which fixed more issues, including issues with medbeds and missions. They were still having problems with medbed spawning, but they pushed out a hotfix which solved some of those issues. It was to do with authority between different zones in the server mesh, so different servers wouldn't take authority over the other, and you wouldn't spawn where you were supposed to. I do expect CIG to have done a little bit more optimization and a few more bug fixes, but they did say after that we're not expecting any further Alpha 4.3.1 PTU builds as we warm up the environment for a live release later this week. And as I said, you can almost certainly expect that today or tomorrow. That is not 100% confirmed. Things could happen. I did also see a post about FPS AI turrets, which was supposed to be in the patch, but had not been confirmed. CIG have now confirmed, yes, these are being pushed back to a later patch, and also gave a little bit of additional context here for the reason that it's taking a little while extra to get these in game and why they had to be pushed back. So these are taking something that uses a lot of ship systems and making it use human systems, and that had more complexities than we thought it would. It was based off the ones that guard bunkers and such, but making it use human perception and accuracy alert states and other human FPS systems, that was more complex than we initially assessed. It was one of those things that was close but kept finding new issues, as integrating a lot of human features onto something automated has a lot of dependencies. Just as an example, when we initially put Copians alongside humans, they wouldn't respond to humans being shot because they're creatures and they don't use the same call to arms. Luckily, once something like this is set up, it becomes a lot easier to iterate and make new things with it. It took us months to make the Copian because it was the first creature, but only 3 weeks to make the Quasi-Grazer. Overall, Alpha 4.3.1 has some amazing stuff in, and we're really happy with things like the Volt LMG. So yeah, the FPS AI turrets will turn up in a future patch, along with some additional mission updates which were pushed back as well. Something I do want to say is it's possible that we will see the Idris and the Fleet Week ships in-game shops with this patch. Technically, they should turn up. This is the Asgard, the MTC, the Guardian MX, and the Idris P. If they're not already in-game and I've just blinked, hopefully that will be a thing. We'll have to wait and see. Preparing for that live build, you probably want to stow and store your ships and gear at a home location. That gives it the best possible chance from being moved over from Alpha 4.3 live to this new patch. Don't have any refinery jobs running because they will be deleted. Save your character customization if you haven't already. Things like the way your character looks and consumables, hangar customizations, they don't carry over. When the patch is live, delete your shaders folder because otherwise you can have a wide range of issues in game. I always update all my drivers as well, though admittedly I've been avoiding updating Windows for a little while because of the SSD problems that they were having, so I need to check that that's fixed and then I'll update my Windows, but I always update my graphics drivers and stuff like that. One of the things that's released in the patch is the Apollo Triage and Medivac, along with a load of medical updates. Now, there was a behind the ships video on the Apollo, lots of cool beauty shots of the ship. It's a medium to moving on to a little bit larger RSI ship for 2 players, but it is totally soloable. It's styled in the more traditional older RSI stylings, and I believe that this is also inspiring the update to gold standard for the RSI Aurora. It's flat, sleek, cutting edge is the idea. Medical ships will provide various functions, from treatment for injuries, allowing for respawning at their beds, and dealing with general healing. It's had some changes since the original concept as well. It's a little bigger, wider, taller. It's got wee-woo lights, so the cool little, not sirens, but, you know, the siren lights, if I can say that. It's got better weaponry as well, a pair of size 4 weapons for the pilot. The pilot also has control of 2 size 3 weapons on its turret, which can also be remote controlled. The triage is the base model. It comes with a red skin. The Medivac has the heavier armor and double the missiles and that white skin. There are loads of skins for the ship ready to go as well. There are 2 entrances for the ship. The rear ramp is the main large area where you'll push gurneys through. You'll bring people back on board your ship. And this leads to the main medical hallway and has the view of the 2 medical modules there that you can set up, each of them with a tier 1, 2 or 3 set of med beds. Also to the left and right as you come into the ship, there's a couple of rooms. These are effectively mirrored, but they are a mixture of component access, but also cargo and weapon storage. I believe both ships have 32 SCU. Going down the main corridor, you can then go into the neck of the ship, and that has component access, and then you'd move on to the bridge. The bridge is packed with stuff. There's an elevator, the second entrance or exit point that take you straight down. There's crew beds, there's a toilet and shower, there's a living area, as well as the pilot and co-pilot seats. With the Apollo, you get 2 of each of the medical facility modules, 6 in total. You've got 2 modular sections of the ship that you can set up how you want, either with 3 tier 3 beds, 2 tier 2 beds, and 1 tier 1 bed. The tier 3 has shorter range respawning and can only treat up to tier 3 injuries. But then you've got all the way up to tier 1, which is the whole star system range for respawning and can treat the highest level of injury as well. This all costs Medigel, which will need to be refilled. The last time the Apollo was on sale, the triage was $250 and the Medivac was $275. I would expect them both to go up by $25 when the ship goes flyable, when this patch gets released to live. Something else I want to talk about, Hurston Dynamics triumphs in the Race for Stanton. Race for Stanton was one of the events that they were running in the live builds. Hurston Dynamics has emerged victorious in the Race for Stanton, securing their dominance in the regen crisis. Thanks to everyone who rallied to help Stanton's Big Four tackle the regen crisis following Imperator Addison's call for scientific resources. Thousands of citizens have been hauling, mining, defending, and recovering lost cargo to support the cause, all while earning a wealth of rewards. As of September 16th, a staggering 337 million plus SCU have been hauled in support of the mega corporation Hurston Dynamics, crowning it the clear victor. Trailing behind, Microtech has gathered 250 million SCU, Crusader 205 million, and ArcCorp 193 million. What are the rewards? What does this change in game? In Alpha 4.3.1, the batch that's just about to go live, players that reach Tier 5 with Hurston Dynamics, the winning faction, will receive some exclusive Strata Hurston black armor with Hurston Dynamics logos on it. In a future update, 4.3.2. Assumedly, this is the October patch, which I actually thought was going to be 4.4, but it appears to be 4.3.2. Hurston Dynamics will also take over ownership of the Pyro Gateway space station in the Stanton system, which is where you travel between Stanton, Pyro, Pyro, Stanton, with decorations and ownership visually represented on and in the jump point station. Additionally, all players will also receive a permanent 5% discount on all products, ships, and items sold in Lorville's landing zone, the low orbit station, Everest Harbour, and that newly acquired jump point station. So this is kind of cool because that event has permanently affected the persistent universe, with those stations and areas now getting that discount, but also that jump point station from Stanton to Pyro getting branded as a Hurston Dynamics station. I did see something else as a little dev response that I do want to address. Can we get an update to the web hanger, was the thread that I saw, with the original poster saying, not much really else to say, I have a lot of stuff and I would really like to be able to go through things a lot easier in my web hanger. Being able to select FPS gear, standalone ships, decorations, coupons, all that would be a major improvement. Decker from Turbulent responded, so CIT's Montreal studio, I feel your pain, I'm in the same situation. Yes, there's There's a bunch of us backers working at CIG. Yours truly was a backer since 2013. The whole website is going through a full revamp, and that includes every aspect, including the hangar. As usual, I won't be making a when statement because priorities are often in flux. You can see the site is going through its transformation right now, so that can give you an idea of the speed and flow at which we release updates. I personally can't wait to see the new hangar experience. Boom! That's it for your updates today. Prepare for Alpha 4.3.1's launch. It may even be live by the time you see this video, although I would expect it just before the weekend at some point, either today or tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Please tell me what you were thinking of the Alpha 4.3.1 release candidate 2 build. Is it good? Is it bad? Is everything broken? Are you unable to believe that they're pushing the patch to live with so many things not working? Or you're like, yeah, great, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to the new Onyx facility Site B stuff and those huge medical changes and the Apollo? Or are you like, no, not for me at the moment. I'm going to wait until Star Citizen's a bit more playable. Whatever your thoughts or questions, chuck it in the comments below. And also, something else that you can do in the description or whatever, there's a link to NordVPN. Get that. Click on it, you get a big discount, and then you get better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs. I use NordVPN. You might love it too, and it helps the channel out. There's loads of other links down below for things like THRUSTMASTer and Toby Eye Track and all those other things that you'll be like, oh, these things are pretty cool. Oh, what's that bit of game glass? Oh yeah, click on some of these links. That helps out the channel as well, and you get the things that you want. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for this month of September we are giving away an RSI Apollo Triage, a medium-sized flying medical clinic. It also comes with lifetime insurance and access to Star Citizen with a game package. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during this month of September. If you would like to further support the channel, please remember to like, share, subscribe, watch my other videos on the channel for everything Star Citizen related. There's a load of useful links below as well to a load of stuff that I support or support me in some way with like NordVPN and all that sort of jazz, Game Glass, loads of cool stuff. But also, you could clickety-click on the join button under my videos to help support the channel even more by giving a little bit of money. Oh, isn't that good? Get a load of exclusive little bonuses as well. Or you can use Patreon to do pretty much the same thing, whatever you fancy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great September, and I'll see you in the verse.